Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of an unnamed podcast. Yeah, we don't have a name for this thing yet. Uh, so so basically, you're gonna be just seeing gameplay as. Remember, this stuff is live, so we're just actually playing while doing this stuff. So we may interject and all that stuff, but with stuff related to the game. But at the moment, I am joined by. Should we use our real names just because, for God knows why? Because this is just going to be something I'm going to upload like completely off of my separate main channel and whatnot.
You could do whatever. I'm fine with whatever you want.
Kak, what do you think?
What?
Like using
Yeah,
real names.
I don't care.
All right. So we're joined by Camille, also known as Kak, and Mo. He likes to go by Max for some godforsaken reason, but his name is Mo. So say hello, you two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But so far, we also have another member, Jacob, but he is not getting on for some godforsaken reason.
He's sleeping. Let him be.
Actually, he probably is. Knowing him, he forgot to wake up when we were playing Jackbox a while back.
That's normal. I normally wake up around 3, so you guys are happy I'm still awake.
Yeah. But anyway, so the general gist of this podcast is we're just talking about the state of things. Like, depending on what the topic is. Like, for example, we could just all of a sudden do an episode on the coronavirus. Why we
But
at the moment we are going to do a thing on the state of gaming, and some issues that there have arose with gaming. Some of it is recent, some of it not so recent. The first thing we're going to talk about though is Doom Eternal, and the controversy surrounding the soundtrack. So have you guys heard of it already? I mean, I think I explained just a slight bit to you guys.
other than that, no. I don't care about I've heard about the controversy before.
Yeah, so just recently, exactly 23 hours ago, there was a update to the situation over, I believe it was Reddit, but the executive producer of the game did shed some light on it. So basically what happened was essentially the Mick Gordon, the composer for the soundtrack, he wasn't able to finish the soundtrack in time for reasons that I have not known. Like I don't know why, but he basically, from what I can understand, he kind of stalled and didn't produce anything for a bit, which led to them pushing back the deadline for the soundtrack, and so essentially, from what I can understand, Mick Gordon himself was actually behind the fact that it was mixed all quickly, because the fact that they had to get the game out and the soundtrack out to actually keep on promise with their fans. So and due to this Mick Gordon was not able to get it up, and they did do the mixing as a backup plan thing. But because of the fact that the entire thing was built out of music clips that were specifically mixed for the game, so like usually if you alright, so for example, with the mixing, if you get a so Mick Gordon produced the soundtrack, right? The ones that they had, and then he wasn't able to mix them. So the person that mixed the ones that everyone hates slightly, they had to mix stuff from the already made stuff to make a new soundtrack part. So that was basically the backup plan, and essentially it just spiraled downhill just to get all that stuff. And so yeah, it's basically just the fact that they probably and most likely won't be working with Mick Gordon again due to this issue.
Hey, Jacob, what do you think?
Gay.
Oh, he joined.
Yeah, no, I was just waiting for your response to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a huge issue that they need to resolve, and hopefully it'll all get worked out, and then Mick Gordon will return. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't really blame this on it because it doesn't seem like something that it will do. This is mainly Bethesda's fault because it's something that Bethesda's done and they have done before.
I agree.
So
I agree with that because the thing about it was they did say mention Bethesda specifically said that they pushed back the deadline for the this collector's edition soundtrack. They pushed it back to April, and Mick Gordon was unable to deliver the collector's edition soundtrack. So they during that time span, so they had to just rush it essentially.
they should just let Mick Gordon do what he wanted to do because it would have taken him longer, but he was doing it to the best of his ability, so that way it would be what the fans wanted, what he wanted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't question him. If I was Todd or whoever was in charge of it, I would have said, let Mick Gordon take his time. When it's done, it'll be done, and it'll be done correctly.
Yeah.
Because he did a whole live stream when the game first dropped, and it was on the soundtrack, and he was saying like how he had all these plans for it, and well, we all know what happened to that.
Yeah. Yeah, when did you join? Because I was just speaking the entire time.
I literally just joined.
Oh, wow.
I was busy playing the game.
Ah, I see.
We all thought you were dead. Nah, I'm kidding. We thought you were asleep.
I died in fucking Vietnam. Okay, yeah.
I hope you die in a fire.
I'm gonna murder you, Mo. Anyway, so that was the first thing that we were going to cover. Another thing that it's not really an issue, but like going on with things, but it's generally, I mean, kind of an issue. But I don't know how to describe it. But it's the recent release of Wastelanders for Fallout 76. And how somehow this has, in many people's eyes, improved the game drastically. As a loyal follower since before the game launched, I played beta. I always loved the game, just for the multiplayer aspect. Sure, it was bad on some points, but in general, Wastelanders has improved the game dramatically, fixing a lot of issues and whatnot. And generally, what are your guys' thoughts on it?
I haven't played 76, so I have no comment.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, I'm basically directly addressing Mo.
I kind of like the fact that we actually have a bit more story narrative now with this. Because before, personally, I'm a story guy. I enjoy having something to learn along the way, having something to listen to or enjoy or go through, exploring what the characters, what the characters are, who they are, what type of world they live in, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now with this edition, it kind of adds on a slight bit more, which I personally enjoy. Though I don't have really much of a big what's it called? I don't have much of a giant opinion on how it would change the game, as it changed the game standard. That's something normal around here. If you say it's better, then that's just something that something you would say normally. Like, let's say, never mind. But yeah, it's just brain no work. But yeah, it's good.
Yes. Another thing that I'm going to bring up, I'm pretty sure we all have played it. I know Jacob. This is mainly a question. Mo, have you played Terraria?
I played it in the past.
All right. So I'm pretty sure you all know, maybe not Mo or Jacob, but the recent announcement has occurred that Journey's End is coming out, which would be the last update for Terraria.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So
The higher difficulty and all that.
yeah, Master Mode, which
Yeah.
Camille is being a
I thought,
pussy and not starting a playthrough of that as soon as it comes out.
Do you
wait,
see how
no.
much times I die? Do you see how much times I've died in Terraria expert mode as my first playthrough?
Okay. But
Well,
Master Mode.
hopefully you should eventually get to it though. That's something that you
Oh
should
no, of
eventually
course,
get
of
on.
course, but playing with three people who have played the game for quite a while, it's kind of difficult to get ahead. So I'm
True.
probably gonna do a single player normal
To
mode.
catch up and all that.
Oh yeah, also what is called? I don't think you've heard, Kyle, but the world died.
Wait, what? Did it get corrupted?
Yes, it got corrupted. The game file got corrupted.
Oof.
Well
That sounds
then.
Yep, 30 hours wasted.
Ah.
Yeah.
Visible pain and verbal pain.
Yeah.
well. That sounds,
Oh no.
No, but like, actually, the fucking world file got corrupted. I can't log into. I can't get into the world. It's always like a black screen. Then my game crashes.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. F.
That's a big F.
Ye.
God damn it! Stop shooting me! Fuck.
I'm pretty sure I still have my character with Terrorblade and Horseman's Blade, but
Well, you should have your character.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the world that was corrupted.
I mean, I
Like,
can just do a crimson. I can just do a
What's up,
crimson.
homie?
oh yes,
Which
you're
is
still wearing the fucking the fucking collar I gave you. Oh wait,
Yes,
as
Dad.
long as that's something I do like about Terraria is that as long as you have your character and the stuff that's like the most valuable on you, if a world corrupts, it's not like you lost much.
I mean you still lost a lot because just the
Oh,
fact
no,
that
but you still have the best gear that you had.
yeah,
So that's good. I mean, at least you still have that.
I note that I'm starting a new world right now.
Oh,
all right. All right. Also, Mo, you should probably heal.
Yeah, I know. Scorch shot me with a freaking revolver.
I'm gonna check if the world still works. Just gotta check.
Let me. All right. So another thing with Journey's End is, as I mentioned, the last update. Well, what do y'all think of that? The last update?
Vanity items rock.
yeah, and then we get Terraria 2 eventually.
No, we're never getting that.
Yeah, we are. They already started working on it.
You mean Otherworld?
They
They canceled that.
no, they said that they're working on a second one. They didn't cancel it. That was
They
like,
canceled Otherworld back in 2018.
no, dude. Like I read something last year and they said that they were working on the second Terraria.
They canceled Otherworld back in 2018. I know that for a fact, my guy.
I can guarantee you, dude. There's something coming. That was when they announced the update. So hold up.
Hmm. Oh no, yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Hold on. Never mind. Yeah, no, you were right. It's
Yep.
nothing about it has been released yet, except that it's being
No,
worked on.
but yeah. See, I
Yeah.
listened. You got proven wrong, my friend.
Okay, Boomer. Whatever you say.
So it's still there's still the game's still gonna come out.
True.
When we don't know. But it will eventually come out. I am hope it's however long it takes them. That's fine because Terraria from what it's pretty fun.
I mean, no
So
shit.
as long as they're working on it hard, it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not like 10 years in the making, like fucking Cyberpunk.
I've never played any of the games in the Cyberpunk series. I feel like there were more. I'm not sure.
I don't even know what Cyberpunk's like. I didn't even know that there was like other games in the series.
I don't know. I'm saying just in general if there is.
I don't think there is. I think this is the only one.
Oh.
I know it was like announced multiple years ago, but then it's been kept on getting delayed.
Yeah.
So like, I think it was originally supposed to come out like before the like 2018. It was supposed to come out in like 2017 or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What's the next topic?
Yeah, I should have prepared a lot more topics.
Well, I mean, like, it's
Well,
our first podcast. It's natural.
We have, the main topic of this is the current state of the gaming industry and how it's currently digressing into a pit of uncreativity and
Not
just
wrong.
straight up Fortnite copies.
I mean, look at Fallout 70. Like, I like Fallout 76, but like, why do they have to add a battle royale?
Yeah, I mean, they had a battle royale to Call of Duty, to Battlefield, to pretty much any first-person shooter that exists. They've had a battle royale to, and it's really dumb, honestly.
Yeah.
Battle royales are just in general. Like they're not creative as much. There's already a bunch of Royale, PUBG, Fortnite,
Warzone,
name it.
Firestorm. You got all these battle royales, but quite literally they only do a slight difference, and then they claim it's
Apex.
revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like Apex is just Overwatch with Battle Royale.
In all honesty, I don't really like Overwatch that much. Like, I played it for a while, and I used to main Zenyatta, but like,
I feel like when it first came out, it was really big and all that, and it deserved to be. But today, it's like it's just a shadow of what it could be.
yeah, you're not wrong.
It's attempting to be like Counter-Strike. They wanted to be as big as Counter-Strike. That's what it wanted to be, but it never was able to get that leverage.
Yeah.
It had that leverage for a few, like 2 to 3 years, and then it fell. And now they're developing the second Overwatch, from what I've heard.
The second Overwatch, they actually, what they're doing with the second Overwatch, I heard, is it's gonna be different from the first Overwatch in the fact that it's multiplayer, yes, but it's PvE instead of PvP.
I think that would be a better fit for it.
Yeah, same here.
I can see PvE being a better option for Overwatch.
Yeah, like what
I
they
feel like it's not that type of. I mean, oh boy.
You know, I believe they'd done a PvE thing before in Overwatch, but it was like a limited time thing.
Yeah, they've done a few events with it, but they're making the entire game PvE.
Which I feel like it's a better option.
Yeah. But
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. And then, yeah, what were you saying?
No, but they're still gonna update over the original Overwatch, which is still gonna be pure PvP.
So like you have the PvE and then the PvP version.
Yeah, basically.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
How
about Valorant?
I've heard a lot about that. I've heard a lot about Valorant, especially from one of my friends.
Valorant is CSGO League of Legends.
It's not CSGO League of Legends. It's more of CSGO with Overwatch.
It's made by Riot Games. They hold the IP to. Well, they created League of Legends, so I mean, like.
Then I'm never gonna play it. I'm sorry.
It's basically compared to CS:GO League of Legends. Overwatch is by Blizzard. It's doesn't really.
Really, the only time when the League of Legends part comes in is when you're using your ability shit, which is just.
That's more of like straight up from Overwatch with the ability.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's less of what you said, Camille, and it's more of like a Overwatch CSGO hybrid that tries too much to be each game to the point where it just straight up fails.
Dude, their guns are literally just CSGO guns.
I've heard heard a lot of good things actually about it compared to what you're saying.
It's still a good game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, those are from the actual like Valorant players, but from what I've heard from both CSGO fans, like CSGO players and Overwatch players, they hate it because it tries too much, especially CSGO players, because the guns are so close to being CSGO guns that there's no originality in them. They're not even attempted to be like original art design. It's just they try to make them look a little bit different, but like it's pretty much you got the AWP essentially, you got the AK-47. You pretty much get all that.
What is
Most
there?
of the guns,
Is there terrorists and counter terrorists?
no, but it's pretty damn similar.
But
Well, with like the terrorist equivalent planting the bomb, and even like the desert map looks pretty close to. I think it's called Dust 2. Is the
yeah,
CS:GO map?
it's dust.
It looks really close to Dust.
Well then,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. From what I saw, it kind of looks similar. If we, of course, had to have like an actual CS:GO player in this podcast to actually like
I
argue
played
that.
CS:GO for a bit.
I played CS:GO.
I still need to play. I still need to play Valorant. They give codes out for free actually, so that is one thing that is nice. I'm gonna have to try it out as someone who absolutely who's played CS:GO for a bit. Who bought it before they went free to play, which I still hate about it, and I'm never going back to the game because of that.
That's kind of not a
It
great
is what
reason.
it is. It is what it is.
No, you want
I
to
play
hear?
CS:GO and I love running with the FAMAS because fuck you, I'm gonna kill you easily.
No, the entire reason I stopped playing was because when they went free to play, all you get next to your name that you've owned it before it went free to play is a little badge next to your name.
I mean,
Dude, that's like worth
it's
20 million dollars.
Valve. It's Valve. You know, they're not gonna do much. They haven't done much all the way up until Half-Life Alyx.
Okay, but like at least give the players a skin. Like look at Team Fortress 2 when it went free to play. They gave all their players
Yeah.
they gave all the players who owned it a free hat, which
I mean, CS:GO and TF2 are two different.
they're literally the same
Well,
exact developers.
no, I know, but like they're separate games, and
I know, but like
the I feel like TF2 gets more attention than CS:GO because CS:GO like yeah they get stuff, but I wouldn't say they get as much as TF2 has gotten.
yeah, you're not wrong. Like even
And
then, it's just like
I think that's just because they have more creativity with TF2 than they do with CS:GO. Because CS:GO, I have to say, somewhat realistic because it isn't like Rainbow Six Siege realistic. Well, that's debatable nowadays. Rainbow Six Siege has kind of gone complete whack. But it's less. It's like realistic to a certain extent. It's a competitive shooter. It's more realistic than Call of Duty, of course.
Call of Duty has gone downhill recently.
It really has. Like, in my opinion, the last good one that came in the series was Black Ops 2. But there has, throughout the games I wouldn't consider have been that great, some of the campaigns were decent, like Infinite Warfare's and Advanced Warfare's campaigns. They were pretty decent, but the multiplayer was trash.
Was this a pyramid? Hell yeah.
Hey, you guys want to talk about trash Call of Duty games? Ghosts.
Oh no.
Ghost was terrible. However, I did like Extinction a lot. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't replace the zombies in it, but I did like Extinction a lot. It was interesting.
I own Ghosts on the freaking Wii U, so I mean, like, hey.
What?
What the fuck?
I own Black Ops 2 on the Wii U as well.
Yeah, no. Well, why do you own it on the Wii U?
Oh boy.
Don't
I
me.
owned it on the 360.
I mean, yeah, but 360 versus Wii U.
Yeah, the 360 has
If you don't
way
own
better
Assassin's
graphics.
Creed on the Wii U, don't come at me.
Mo, you have issues.
We shall come at you. That is
That is heresy.
That is true heresy. We must lynch him. We must sacrifice him to the dark gods. What?
Oh, is this podcast turning satanic? What?
No. No, but so yeah, so I'm in agreement with a lot of the stuff. One of the other things that really pees me off about certain things is the fact that it's just most of the good genres have been oversaturated with garbage.
Yeah, and I feel like the main issue is micro DLCs, and
the
because
Snow Biome's Crimson. The Snow Biome's Crimson. What happened? Why?
Okay.
That's not good.
Soiled to the blood of the enemies.
Yes. Anyway, so what were you saying now, Jacob?
No, I feel like the main issue that we're running into nowadays with gaming is that we're getting micro DLC shoved up our ass so far that we're just accepting it, and we're not like saying there's only yes, there's a lot of gamers saying against it, but there's just more gamers that are straight up buying it because they think it's cool, and that's the main issue is that these companies are making so much money off of it that they're not even listening to the people that say that this needs to stop
Yeah.
because it really does. Like, yeah, like it just gets ridiculous, and it's they charge too much for it. Honestly, like look at the battle pass. I don't even know how much money it costs, but from what I've heard, it's decent amount of money. And like 100 V-Bucks is the dollar, and then some of the stuff costs like 2,000 V-Bucks in Fortnite, and Fortnite is just the epitome of cancer when it comes to micro DLCs.
Basically, any battle royale game is the epitome of cancer when it comes to microtransactions.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is, from what I've seen, Call of Duty was the originator of this pure chaos.
In all honesty, I think it was actually either TF2 or CSGO.
Most likely CSGO.
Yeah, their system was far better, and it's not like they charged you a ton of money.
They charged you like $2.50 just to get one item.
Damn, I'm not even rich enough to get that. Huh.
But like, it was far, it was far less of an issue than it is in other games like Fortnite and all that.
Yeah, cough cough. EA games, cough cough.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, from pretty much the recent Battlefront games, and then from, I want to say, primarily just Battlefield 5. It's a huge issue. And it's not an issue in Battlefield 4. I'm a huge Battlefield fan. It's not an issue in Battlefield 4, and it's less of an issue in Battlefield. It's not that big of an issue in Battlefield 1. But Battlefield 4 is the prime example of it not being an issue. Yeah, they charge you for our battle packs, which is their like version of a loot crate. But you don't have to pay for it because once you reach a certain... Okay, so you got 3 tiers. You got bronze, silver, and gold. Bronze gives you the least amount of stuff, of course, and you're the least likely to get decent, like, cool, like, like attachments and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that once you reach a certain level, I think it's like around 50 or 60, every single time you level up, you get a gold battle pack.
Right.
And you can also earn gold battle packs by, performing certain tasks. It doesn't tell you what the tasks are. Mainly it's just, you get rewarded for fighting so hard and all that. Like, you go on, you play the objective a lot, or then the game will reward it to you. That's how games should be with their like loot boxes and everything. It should be a reward system, not like, oh, you can buy it, that's it.
Like, I think I agree with you. Like, you should be able to still buy it, of course. Like, but like as an option. But like, you should be able to earn it like legitimately still.
No, yeah, and in my opinion, that it gives you more incentive to work for it than you're supposed to straight up buy it.
Yeah.
What they could do is they could just make what's it called? The earning part first. Wait after like 3 months after those specific loots have been out for, and then they set it up in the shop for anyone who still wants to get it afterwards.
Yeah, like
get some attacks if they want to, and it prevents people from going overboard and buying it first and somehow like claiming they're better than the rest and such dumb things like that.
Okay, here's the thing I say. I like what you're saying, but like more like, okay, so say if there's like this really cool skin, it shouldn't be able to be bought. It should be something that you have to actually like work for, either by reaching a certain level or doing a certain task that's not easy. That's how I see it should be. It shouldn't just be like, oh, you can go buy this and that for like, $6 when someone else did it the legit way and it took them like 30+ hours to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Which that has happened before. There's certain games that are like that.
Yeah. like another thing I'm going to say with along the lines of that is the fact that but like what about limited time stuff, like limited time skins or something like that? Like, what are your opinions on that?
I feel like it's a decent idea. It's a good incentive to get people to get on the game and play it. Though sometimes they take it a little too far.
I mean, like, what are your opinions on if they, like, for example, if it's during like a seasonal event, like, for example, a Halloween event or something like that, and then it's a reward during that one Halloween event, but then they put it on sale next Halloween.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I think Rainbow Six has done that before.
Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a decent idea. I mean, it's a little aggravating. I can understand it's a little aggravating for some of the players that worked for it. But at the same time, these people waited a full year to be able to purchase it. So I mean, it's not like they're buying it while you're earning it at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's a decent idea. For some of the more like harder stuff to get, I say they shouldn't put it on sale. That should be kept strictly for the people that actually earned it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like a super cool skin or something, like, yeah, it should be something that only the people that earned it can have.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there's a certain skin for your character in Battlefield because you can have like camels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have two main camels. There's a Dice LA and a Dice skin, and those skins Dice skin is reserved for only Dice employees. The Dice LA skin is also reserved for Dice employees that work at Dice LA. However, you could get it by doing a huge Easter egg that was notoriously hard because it was different for everyone. It was randomized. It's a randomized Easter egg. Because there's a Morse code event that you have to decipher in a certain map, and you have to have all the maps to do it. But you have to like go through the maps, and there's there's lights up on a roof that are like flickering on and off. And I think it had like over 50 different variations that it could do. So, you can't just look up a tutorial and then do it. No, like, yeah, you can look up a tutorial, it'll get you certain places, but then they say, like, this part you have to do yourself. Because it's different for everyone.
I can say there's something like that I've had to try to do in Payday 2 with one of the Easter eggs they had. It was.
But yeah, and then once you complete this Easter egg, you got the Dice LA camo, which it looks pretty cool, and it shows that, especially, I mean, because you had like a little tag by your name if you were a Dice employee. Mm-hmm. So, being someone that has that, but they don't have that tag, just shows you that they spent a lot of time to get that. And, it's a cool reward. You get this cool skin that no one else has because you did an Easter egg that's notoriously hard.
Yeah.
In the game.
What do you guys do? Wait, oh yeah. You go.
I was just gonna say I agree that like that's something that should be done because like in Payday 2, there's a unique I believe it was a unique outfit for the characters. They recently released outfits putting on characters. There's a unique outfit you can get for your character if you do the Easter egg, which requires you to have certain achievements unlocked. And it's a set of 20, and it's just the thing about it is they're all random achievements. So you could get like extremely easy to get achievements, or you could get like the hardest of all time.
Alright, what were you gonna say, Camille?
What are you guys' opinion on what is it called games that game companies that sell items that give advantage in game to people?
Terrible.
Like free to play.
Well, that's a trash. That's
like games like
trash.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, any game that doesn't pay to win, Red, it's a dick move. Honestly, it's just saying, yeah, you may be a good player, but we're gonna reward those that pay us more than those who actually are working hard at getting good at the game.
Speaking of that, what do you guys think of gacha games?
Gacha games are terrible.
What? I have no idea what that is.
Have you ever played those games where it's like a random chance to get items, like, and they're like not items but like characters or something for a game? It's like a very bad game, but you have
You
a
mean like most mobile games?
yeah, but like you have a possibility of getting from a random chance, you have a possibility of getting like a really good character or something, but it's just like
Yeah, like a
it's a
really good
completely
character,
random
a really
chance.
good weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then and then it's like a PvP game as well.
yeah,
Like, okay, if they did a PvE, it would be a little bit more acceptable because then at that point it's like you don't really have to worry about going. It's like you're not using it against other players; you're using it against bots.
yeah,
So it's not really a big deal. I mean, it can kind of be a little bit annoying for the players that work really hard and they're trying really hard to at the game, but they don't really need to worry about you dominating them in the game that they're clearly not skilled at, and you are,
yeah.
which is an issue with some games. And honestly, I think we can all agree that the mobile game industry is currently
I would
just
say I would say the
some.
mobile game industry itself isn't the worst. It's scummy developers or the other ones like ads that have like poorly made games that have like the simplest
Yeah,
ideas, like a ball moving around a screen, and it's like
dude.
those shitty made ads of like mom versus dad, and the mom is creaming the dad, like that.
Mom is creaming the dad.
Oh
That's
god,
like the game design is the simplest ever. Like someone out of like
dude.
eighth
Okay,
grade
if
can
you want,
create that shit and like put out
yeah,
like
with someone with
ads.
decent programming skills can create a game that's 5 times better.
Mm.
And you gotta keep in mind, most of the time when you see ads for these games, they're not even what the game actually is. It is completely like
Yeah,
it's false
exactly.
advertising. Like, okay, have you ever done those ads where it's like the puzzle where they're sliding around the things and it's like
Yeah,
there's something. Yeah, dude, I get those ads all the time, and then like you go to the actual game page or you watch a video on it, it's nothing like that.
Oh, and those games are littered with ads by the same developer, and you have to pay money to get those ads removed.
I know, but and then you know what? And you know what? 5 times out of 10, you're getting a virus when you download those games,
yeah.
or
Oh,
getting malware.
speaking of ads for mobile games, y'all know those choice ads.
Oh,
Oh god! Oh god!
those are the
Dude, there's a
best ads.
YouTuber that goes by the
The
name of
best
Gray
ads
Still
because
Plays.
it's so cringe. Like you have like a risque couple in bed. The lover finds out. What do you do? What do
Join
you do?
them or
Stop
beat the
or
crap out
ask
of
the
them.
cat to join. What?
Join
Yeah,
them or
ask
punch child.
I don't even know what is going
Peak
on.
ads.
Like,
Those are peak ads, not because they're good by any means. It's just funny to make fun of them. Like, why? And note that it's like the demographic for these games are like for little kids. Like,
yeah, and that's the worst part is that they're designed for people they're designed for kids that don't know the difference between a decent game and then a game that's just there to scam you.
You
Oh
know,
no, you shit and you ran out of toilet paper. You have two options: use the cat or just let it crust.
no. What I'm gonna say though
Oh
is this is
no.
actually a issue that has occurred to my dad before. What's it called? So my half brother, he has a tablet, right? And he was
history.
yeah. So no, he was playing on it, and all of a sudden my dad like because it was at night he was playing on it for some reason my dad was telling him to get off and whatnot afterwards, but what happened was my half brother was playing a game on the tablet. He somehow got past the parental controls and bought
Oh no.
$100 worth of stuff for Orion's toy review thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like it was $100 worth of stuff. It's like, what the hell?
Milking kids for money be like,
So my dad had contact Amazon and all that stuff, and he got the money back. Thank God.
oh yeah, why does Ryan's Toy Review have a game that sells stuff?
Because
Why?
gullible children.
Yeah, but like,
How about like the state of fucking YouTube ads and how
oh no, YouTube ads are like just get an ad block. Like literally no one.
Oh yeah, about that. Have I told you guys about that time when I got a YouTube ad about for a vibrator?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
You
haven't told
Dude,
me.
sent it in the group chat, right? You
this is
sent
what
it.
I'm gonna say. I'm getting spammed with ads that are saying like, oh, like I'm getting spammed with like Asian dating ads or like date this woman. And this is one ad where it's a woman and she's clearly not wearing a bra because you can see
No,
the tits.
Alex, this is you.
And I'm not joking. It's on YouTube. So I'm like, how is it still on YouTube?
You know that's
Hell,
targeted ad. You know those are targeted ads, right? So like, what have you been watching?
I'm not watching anything, dude. I constantly block them. And no, they're not targeted because I have my targeting off because I don't want YouTube to target me and all that.
All right. Speaking of ads, I don't want to sound like a simp, but virus ads, fake virus ads.
They're kind of hot, though. I'm just kidding.
No, what do y'all think about the 30 quote unquote viruses on your iPhone? And
Oh,
what do y'all think of that?
you mean the ads you get when you go into Pornhub?
Perhaps.
May have.
I mean, I know those ads. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the only sites you get them from. Come on, Camille.
I mean,
Nah,
there's
you
also.
Come on, Campbell.
Imagine being gullible. Imagine being gullible to the point where you actually click on them to get the viruses resolved.
Dude, you can just even check because I got one once. It wasn't even on a porn website. It was from some. It was
I've gotten
some
8 in one day.
I was on on a video game website just playing some Flash games because
Is it one of those video games that your friends won't see you outside anymore because it's the most addicting, realistic game in the world?
No. Well, that wasn't it. It was like one of the ads you just described, or like your computer has this many viruses. So, and
Yeah.
of course, I have a Windows computer, so it sends me to make up Windows stuff. And dude, it was so they attempted it, but like all of the stuff that you normally see on the Microsoft page were just PNGs.
Oh wow.
So speaking of
Like
this
I
stuff,
was able to drag them and then put them up there, and I'm like, yeah, nice try.
who here uses an antivirus?
I mean,
I-
I'm forced to.
Wait, what really?
Why? Wait, why wouldn't you use an antivirus? Question mark.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use it, but like,
Antiviruses are not very good. Like, there's some antiviruses that definitely don't work and cause problems for your computer. Like the antivirus I have,
McAfee.
I deleted it. Like Windows already comes with its own
yeah,
special
but it's a
form of
shitty
antivirus.
one.
I mean, it works.
I mean,
It works, but not the best.
It's better than downloading a third-party antivirus that's running your computer in the background 24/7.
I have McAfee.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
but
that's the standard. That's the standard one you get from Windows.
no, it's not.
Oh no,
Windows
that's from Best
Standard.
Buy.
No, yeah, no. What's it called? I have McAfee, but the thing about it is, with the recent thing, you can actually disable some of the features of it. So,
That's decent.
so like, I finally fixed an issue. So like, when I played Minecraft with Hamachi, I could never host. Finally figured out why. My firewall was blocking it for some reason.
Hmm.
So I just disabled.
Minecraft has viruses on it. Yeah, right.
So I just disable the firewall when I'm playing multiplayer Minecraft now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, dude, YouTube in general is just an absolute hellscape right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel bad for most creators because if they get their videos taken down for copyright, they can't do anything about it.
Susie Lou be like,
Oh God.
one of the things that I'm going to say though is, as a YouTube creator myself, I am extremely pissed off about how a child has a channel run by his parents where he reviews toys somehow has over over 1 million subscribers. I don't even know how many subscribers Ryan Story Review has, and I have 45.
I mean, just so you know, there's a demographic for little kids that go on YouTube and they click on videos
YouTube
randomly.
supports those channels, even though.
Hey kid, want to watch me open some toys?
Oh no, there's some really bad toy review channels on this site. Like, y'all remember the Kinder Egg fiasco?
Oh God.
I mean,
Yes, that was the
here's the
greatest
thing.
time.
Kinder chocolate tastes pretty good.
Okay, Here's the thing I hate. They support those channels, which 9 times out of 10, those channels have questionable content, whether or not
Look
they're
at those
kids.
Elsa Spider-Man crap.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
best
some of
chef
them are
2020.
some of them are still sexual,
Dude, I wanted to be
but
sexual.
they don't support the majority of the creators, which are like gamers and all. They don't support like YouTubers like PewDiePie or Call Me Carson or Jacksepticeye. They don't care about them.
Actually,
They do support them actually.
what's it called? They just recently, they are supporting PewDiePie now, which is something that's good.
Yeah, but like, how long did it take them to do that again?
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
Holy shit, the world is supporting PewDiePie. It's all going to hell.
Just because someone says the N-word doesn't mean that they should immediately just be kicked off of a website for a bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Who said that word?
You don't remember PewDiePie saying the N-word?
The
No.
bridge. He said it like it was like 2 years ago.
The bridge. You don't remember the bridge when he was playing PUBG?
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
What a
Yeah, where he got banned off of Twitch for a few
What a
months.
fucking nigger.
Oh, God.
Haha, I'm gonna get banned. Haha, I'm gonna get demonetized.
Haha,
Not like you're monetizing the
haha,
first
racist.
Not like I get monetized to begin with.
Okay. No, just so you know, this is gonna come back to haunt you. This is gonna come back to haunt you. Like one day, you one day get accidentally famous, and like, bam, some feminist on Twitter is gonna just start talking shit about you, and like 8 years ago, you get like 8 years ago a video of you saying the N word, like. That shit was like 8 years ago, though. Like,
And it wasn't even it's not even in the context that you're thinking of.
And yet it still affects you and it still brings you down because it's the internet. No one cares about stuff that happened. No one cares about the difference between 5 years ago and current.
This is why I don't use Twitter. Twitter is just cesspool of special people.
Twitter is the epitome of like.
Where are her organs? Where are her organs?
It's the epitome of stupidity. Well, Facebook is the epitome of old people that just don't know what they're talking about.
The only reason I even have Twitter is just because most famous YouTubers have it.
Yeah. No, I feel like most like kids that like most people that live us like. Of course, Call Me Carson's one reason to be on Twitter because of his god tier tweeting.
Alright, like, why are you obsessed with Call Me Carson? I get he's funny, but, like, Jesus Christ, man.
He's amazing, man.
Good. That man is one of the few YouTubers that are out nowadays that are still genuinely good.
I'm crying now. How dare you not say I'm good?
You're a small boy. You don't even make money.
Pretty soon I shall, though. Pretty soon, once I hit 10,000 views on my channel, I can sign up for YouTube AdSense.
Yeah, but it depends on whether or not YouTube actually says okay, fine, or the most likely will say no, fuck you.
It's whether or not YouTube becomes Jew mode and be like,
YouTube's probably like, yo, as long as you go and do kid toy reviews, we'll give you the money.
He just pulls out a giant dildo. So this is a kid's toy review?
Oh, God.
Imagine some person be like.
Okay, Kyle. If you're talking about a 16-year-old girl or a little bit older, yeah, maybe.
No, let's just all go to Japan and review it because, like, it's legal in Japan at 13.
Oh God.
Hey Kyle, how do I open up my favorite menu? I just
F
in the chat.
Shut up.
F in the chat, boys.
Yes, no, but so.
Where the fuck are you?
Speaking of what's it called? Japan. Let's talk about let's just what?
It's the head of lettuce, right?
What is there even to talk about Japan? It's Japan.
No, I was gonna say, what about let's talk about the Dark Souls Cafe.
No, how about we talk about how Kim Jong-un's gonna fucking die of corona?
That's.
Oh no, my sister can't be the next dictator.
Bro, people simping on his sister. people simping on his sister.
Why the fuck would you simp on Kim Jong Un's sister?
Dude, have you not seen her?
I have, but she's not that
If she
hot.
ate a bit more, and if her face doesn't look like skeleton, she would be hot.
Same with, but it's the opposite with Kim Jong Un.
She was skinnier and it wasn't just a big chin, was taller.
Have you not seen the new anime of Kim Jong Un's sister becoming the new leader of North Korea?
Bruh, anime? I've seen the hentai.
Oh, so you watch? Wait,
This
hold on.
podcast is already degenerating into something that it shouldn't be.
Y'all know I'm the biggest degenerate in this chat, or maybe that's Camille since he's back to playing League of Legends.
That and other reasons.
Maybe the degenerate, but I'm training my hardest to become the best shit poster around.
No, you're
So
never gonna
essentially,
be.
we just straight up threw away the whole original concept of the podcast.
I mean, hey, it went off topic, but I don't care.
Okay, so if we eventually do have listeners, it's something I will probably say is that 9 times out of 10 we're probably gonna end up going off topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta do a Coom Cave. We gotta do a Coom Cave review of our setups. The Coom Cave.
I literally have a recliner. I'm sitting here on my laptop.
I'm sitting on a couch with a
I have the cum corner, the legendary cum corner.
Do you guys have a TV in front of you? Your secondary display that's definitely 80 inches.
I mean, I
We're
do
all
have a
people-
TV in front of me, but it's not a secondary display.
No, I don't have a secondary display, but I do have a couch and a
No.
mouse pad.
I need to get a cat girl mouse pad.
Hey Kyle, what's a blood eagle?
A blood eagle is a raider.
They're raiders.
Yeah, but they're the bad raiders, like the ones that you can't side with.
Why do I have
Alright,
a video
well, I
of
could kill this one.
saying thank you?
What?
Why do I have a video I recommended of Jacksepticeye saying thank you?
Because, thank you.
I've watched Jacksepticeye when he did his Skate 3 stuff. That shit was funny.
I watched Jacksepticeye.
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 Jacksex.
Nice one.
Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna end the podcast here, because it's almost been an hour.
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just do a short summary of what we talked about today. So,
Nothing
new soundtrack,
important.
gay.
Game companies,
No.
greedy.
Gay
Hentai,
company,
good.
gay games.
Everything
Hentai
that we
good.
talked about is not important. Alright, see you guys later. Bye-bye.